that our kingdom may not be firmly established.
Come on.
Therefore, we have commanded that all they that are signified in writing unto you by Haman, who is ordained over the affairs and is next unto us, shall all with their wives and children be utterly destroyed.
Don't think they're going to take it easy on you women and children. Right. They want us all dead. From the man to the woman to the child. Because guess what? A man teaches his wife. And his wife teach them children. So they said, we don't just want to get rid of him. We want to get rid of the entire idea that they the children of Israel and they got to keep the commandments. We want that off the scene completely. Go ahead.
By the sword of their enemies, without all mercy and pity.
They said, the hell with you and your wife and children. So when your children crying out, yelling because they're a baby 2 years old, they said, the hell with that. That's the same spirit they was doing when they were bashing their heads against the rocks and feed them to alligators in time past. This ain't nothing changed. Right now, you see the same thing going on with ICE. We met a brother the other day at camp. He said his father is a United States veteran. He's also a citizen of the United States. He fought in Iraq and various other wars, 20 years in the United States military. He's so afraid of ICE that he walk around the streets of Fayetteville, North Carolina with his passport on him at all times. You fought 20 years in the United States military? You put your life on the line for this place? You are a United States citizen, but because you come from so-called Hispanic descent, you so afraid that ICE may mistake you for somebody that's illegally here that you keep your passport on you at all times? And you ain't in slavery? Y'all niggas want to argue with us about the Trinity? And our Hispanic brothers is going through that?
Stop being a damn fool.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Every single show on Escaping the Plantation 2.0, we always do what's called the Righteous Rant of the Day, where we rant in righteousness. And today is no different. Today's Righteous Rant of the Day, I just want to show you the spirit. This is why you can't argue with white folks. This is why you cannot argue with Edomites. I'm going to show you. Play the clip.
What is morality?
Preferences.
You think that morality is solely based on personal preference?
Yes.
So something is morally good if you want to do it?
Yes.
That's what you believe?
Yes. What else could it be?
So if you wanted to punch Brian in the face, you believe that that would be a morally justified act?
For me, yes.
Okay, so if someone really wanted to...
But it wouldn't be for him, because he has a different set of preferences, you see.
Okay.
Look at the pause. Look at the arrogance on the white man. Look at him. Bruh. Look at how he speak. This is how they talking. He said, morality is whatever I say morality is. And whatever the rest of the world or my group of friends, whatever we agree is moral, it's more. So in other words, if me and my homeboys, I'm talking about this white man, go out to a bar and see a woman that they like and want to rape her, well, the collective says that it's okay. This was their thought process when they put us in slavery. What? This is their thought process when they hung us from trees. This is their thought process when they gave us theology. They said, well, since we agree, all you niggas have to fall up under what we say morality is. When they stole the land from the natives, when they enslaved our ancestors and brought them on the bottom of ships, they said, morally, we collectively agree upon it, and therefore, it is morally right. This is his mindset. He think he God.
Message.
Go back. Right.
You define morality. So then what happens in that? How do we decide if it's moral or immoral?
Through collectivization.
So if collectively we all decided that we wanted to commit a genocide against, I don't know, let's say Germany, every single person in America agreed to do that, you believe that that would be morally justified?
I think that if it was preference-based morality, it would be justified, right?
So you believe in preference-based morality.
Yeah.
So you're going to justify slavery, genocide, all of those things. So you just morally justified all of these horrific actions.
I'm going to tell you the greatest.
Time.
I'm going to tell you the greatest thing in the world, and you just completely defeated your own argument. That is what your morality is.
No, that's what your morality is. We're basing it off of your definition.
Then ground it on anything other than preference if you disagree with me.
I think morality.
So pause it. So go. Hey, watch this. Go to the definition I posted of moral collectivism or moral collectivization. Because I'm telling you, if you let the white man speak, he gonna always show you he the devil. He cannot cover himself when the righteous are paying attention to him. We understand what he's saying. He's saying that morally, we are the ones that tell you what morality is based off our preferences. This is why America can convince themselves it's okay to go into foreign countries and oppress them and take their resources and enslave their children and put them in mines for 30 cents, 30 U.S. cents for hours and hours of work. This is in his mind, he sleep good at night too. You got that moral collectivization? Pull it up.
Morality collectivization is the concept that groups, not just individuals, can be moral agents with their own rights and responsibilities.
Read.
It suggests that morality is not solely an individual matter, but is also a social phenomenon rooted in the shared beliefs, values, and norms of a group, the collective conscience.
Watch this. Hold on, wait a minute. John 16, I got to get it. John 16:1. So in other words, whatever the majority agrees on, that's what morality is to the so-called white man. Watch this. I'm going to show you how this is going to play out. Watch this.
The book of John, chapter 16, verse 1.
Read.
These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended.
Read.
They shall put you out of the synagogues.
Watch this.
Yea, the time cometh, that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service.
Why would someone think by killing another person they were doing God's service? Because the mass majority started to believe it. It was being pushed and programmed and propagated that these men were cult leaders. That's what they called the apostles. They said these men are cult leaders. They called Paul a cult leader of the sect of the Nazarenes. That's what they called him in the book of Acts, the 26th chapter. And they convinced themselves that they were morally right to put the apostles to death. What you think they're going to do to us in the last days? I only showed you, to hell with him, I'm showing you how they think. As long as they can make the world think we're cult and our children are in harm's way by being under us, you know they'll do that. They'll say, you're in a cult, we're taking your children from you because we don't want your children learning the cult-like behavior from you. And they'll take your kids. They'll convince your wife, like they did with Martin Luther King. They'll convince your wife you cheating on her. This is what they do. They don't play fair. This the devil we talking about. This Satan we talking about. What's the old saying? There's no honor amongst thieves. The white man is a thief. There is no honor. You cannot expect him to put off that nature. It's always been on him and it's always going to be on him. Give me Job 9:24. Did you finish that in John? No, I just wanted verse 1 and 2. They're going to convince everybody that by getting rid of the Israelites, that's God's service. That's why the rise of Christian nationalism is arising. That's why you see all these apologetics attacking us. You understand? Watch this.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Read.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So the earth has been given in the hands of the wicked. Go ahead.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
By collectivization. He said Jesus ain't black. He's olive skinned. You say, well, olive come in 3 colors, brown, black, and green. Which color was he? He was more olive skinned. They even walking around now saying Jewish people are not white people.
What?
That's what they saying. And guess what? They come from the Brits from ancient times. The British Edomites, they had a rise in what they called it British Israelism, where the people of Great Britain, the white man in Great Britain, and what they call it, all those islands and stuff like that surround Great Britain, Scotland, Ireland, all those places, they started to say, we are the real Israelites, and the people that live in Jerusalem and live in Israel, they are the synagogue of Satan. They started saying that they not white people. I'm just telling you that everything, this propaganda and stuff they've been pushing, covering the face of the judge thereof, they've been covering our face, telling everybody that we not the people of God, that we heathens, that we're African Americans and Hispanics. And now we rising up saying, no, we the children of God. They say, okay, we got to find a way to put propaganda out to show that these people is not the Israelites like they say they are. That's the hand of the wicked. Now, Esther 13:4 real quick. I know y'all brothers probably got something on this too. Esther 13:4. Watch this.
This is the book of Esther.
Mm-hmm. In the Apocrypha. Yeah, Esther chapter 13 and verse 4. Let me show you how propaganda works. All right, and what white people do when they feel inferior and when you stand up to them and show them that you are the people of God. Watch this.
Esther 13, verse 4.
Watch this.
Declared unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people.
Right.
That had laws contrary to all nations.
Right. The things we do are contrary to what the nations do. This is what Haman is writing to Xerxes. Go ahead.
And continually despise the commandments of kings, so as the uniting of our kingdoms honorably intended by us cannot go forward.
That's what France said. France said, we got to get rid of these people. They cannot continue to have a congregation. They cannot go out and spew their doctrine here in France. Why? Because it's going to cause a disruption in this country. Then the Most High said, okay, well, since you said my sons and daughters going to cause a disruption, I'm going to cause a disruption. The Most High raised up Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso and all these African nations that's starting to say, the hell with France. Get them the hell out of here. Right. And the French government is crumbling because of it. Hailstorms, floods, the economy falling, riots, rise in Islam. All of that is happening in France right now. France getting jacked the hell up. And in the meantime, they say, we got to get this leader of Israel United in Christ, deport him and get him the hell out the country. One man, a 70-year-old man they afraid of. Man in his 70s. That show you the power of this Bible. Everybody's shook when the purple and gold stand on the scene. Right. When we show up, demons shake. You know why? Because the Spirit of Christ is with us. So now they have to put propaganda out. Now they got to convince the world that we not who we say we are. Read it again.
Declared unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people that had laws contrary to all nations.
Go ahead.
And continually despised the commandment of kings.
Read.
So as the uniting of our kingdoms honorably intended by us cannot go forward.
Watch this.
Seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men.
As long as we keep God's laws, brothers and sisters, we are continually in opposition to all men. They ain't got a problem with Hebrew Israelites teaching that all nations can be saved. They ain't got a problem with black Christians trying to stand up for white folks and cry for them when they get hurt or when they get assassinated. They not worried about them Negroes. Them not the Negroes they scared of. It's these blacks and Hispanics that's rising up, teaching God's commandments and showing the world that we the Israelites and that Christ is only for us that make you a target. We are constantly in opposition of all men. Go ahead.
Differing in the strange manner of their laws.
Go ahead.
And evil affected to our state.
Come on.
Working all the mischief they can.
They call us keeping commandments mischief. They call us loving our neighbor as ourselves mischief. They call us getting these women off these streets and showing them how to be wives and mothers and getting them married to righteous men. They say them dudes working mischief. They say our children partying on the feast days at Passover and dancing to righteous music and covering their bodies if they're young girls and young men growing up to learn the doctrine so they can teach it to the rest of the world. They say that's mischief. Go ahead.
That our kingdom may not be firmly established.
Come on.
Therefore, we have commanded that all they that are signified in writing unto you by Haman, who is ordained over the affairs and is next unto us, shall all with their wives and children be utterly destroyed.
Don't think they're going to take it easy on you women and children. Right. They want us all dead. From the man to the woman to the child. Because guess what? A man teaches his wife. And his wife teach them children. So they said, we don't just want to get rid of him. We want to get rid of the entire idea that they the children of Israel and they got to keep the commandments. We want that off the scene completely. Go ahead.
By the sword of their enemies, without all mercy and pity.
They said, the hell with you and your wife and children. So when your children crying out, yelling because they a baby 2 years old, they said, the hell with that. That's the same spirit they was doing when they were bashing their heads against the rocks and feeding them to alligators in time past. This ain't nothing changed. Right now, you see the same thing going on with ICE. We met a brother the other day at camp. He said his father is a United States veteran. He's also a citizen of the United States. He fought in Iraq and various other wars, 20 years in the United States military. He's so afraid of ICE that he walk around the streets of Fayetteville, North Carolina with his passport on him at all times. You fought 20 years in the United States military? You put your life on the line for this place? You are a United States citizen, but because you come from so-called Hispanic descent, you so afraid that ICE may mistake you for somebody that's illegally here that you keep your passport on you at all times? And you ain't in slavery? Y'all niggas want to argue with us about the Trinity? And our Hispanic brothers is going through that.
Stop being a damn fool.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're not men and women of God. And you don't know what's about to happen on this earth. This so-called white man about to show you that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And you know what? I can't wait. Because it's time for you niggas to wake up and stop trying to run after us and chase after us like a damn dog running after a car. You need to be trying to wake up and repent and keep the commandments, because this white man going to show you that he is the devil. You understand? Go ahead.
Give me Habakkuk 2 and 4, because what that Edomite we just showed y'all on the video when they talk about morality, he's showing you how arrogant the white man is.
Yes,
that's how he really roll. Read it.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
You see what the Bible say? The Bible say the white man's soul is not right. He gonna tell you morality mean what I think it mean. If I want to knock you upside the head, that's more to me. Just like with this Bible, they telling you black apologetics what this Bible mean. They say, well, it mean this, it mean that, but that's because they have no morality in them. They are the devil the Bible speaks of.
Hey, so when it said well, you just talked about that morality collectivization, right? That's how they always get off when they kill one of you in the streets. Because the collective, the jury, the DA, the judge, they all collectively say, no harm done. I don't see justification for putting him in prison. Why you think they created the stand your ground law? That wasn't for black folks in Florida. That was for white folks. If white people feel threatened by black people, they can shoot them dead and say, well, I was standing my ground. Wasn't no cameras out here when it happened. So how you know? That's what happened with Ahmaud Arbery. The collective, it says, I don't see what happened here. He should have been running through that neighborhood. Why was he going through people's houses? You understand? Why was he doing that? You understand? That's the mindset of these people. And they not going to change. But the Lord going to show you the real. He going to show it to you. The man of sin shall be revealed. Hey, 1 Maccabees 1:9 right quick. We read earlier in Job, and if y'all got something, y'all can grab it real quick. We read in Job 9:24. That the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Let's see what happened when the white man came into power.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
That's Alexander the Greek. After his death, his 4 generals, Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus, they put crowns upon themselves. Go ahead.
So did their sons after them.
And then so did their descendants. What happened?
Many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
What happened?
Evils were multiplied in the earth.
Evils were multiplied in the earth. Evils were multiplied in the earth when the white man came into power. Wait a minute. During the time of Genesis 6, there was evils on the earth. During the time of Nebuchadnezzar, there were evils on the earth. During the time of Persia, we just read it. Haman wanted the Jews dead. But the Bible so fittingly finds it fit to say it's not until he came into power that evils truly multiplied. What is that telling you? Hey, Ezekiel 7:21 or 24, when it say worst of the heathen. What is the Lord telling us about this particular race of people? You just read it. His soul ain't right. I still read that for me.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 24.
Let's get it.
Wherefore, I will bring the worst of the heathen.
You hear what God said? What he said? Read again.
Wherefore, I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses.
They shall possess that. The worst of the heathen possess our houses. Guess what? They possess America. That ain't theirs. That's the house of our brothers. They possess Central and South America. That ain't theirs. That's the house of our brothers. They possess Africa. That ain't theirs. That's the house of our brothers. They possess Jerusalem. That ain't theirs. That's the house of our brothers. So what the hell is the Bible telling us right here? That the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and when he came into power, God said that's the worst of the heathen, and evils multiplied.
Right.
He is the devil the Bible speak of. Go ahead.
I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease.
And I will make the pomp of the strong to cease. That's us going into captivity. What you got? What do y'all got something real quick before we close out? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Could I get Psalms 52? I don't know if you was going to bring this out, but I saw Captain Shemai. Shout out to Captain Shemai. He brought this out about David and the Edomite. Start at verse 2. Yeah. I couldn't even say his name. What is his name?
Doeg. The Edomite. Yep.
The book of Psalms, chapter 52 and verse 2.
You can start at 1.
Verse 1. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief,
Uh-huh.
O mighty man?
He talking about the Edomites. They boast, right? Read.
The goodness of God endureth continually.
Uh-huh.
Thy tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully.
And that's how they are. They love to speak deceit. They came to the Native Americans and said, "Oh, treaty, broke every treaty." Right? Go ahead.
Thou lovest evil more than good.
What did the Edomites love?
Thou lovest evil more than good.
They love evil. They love sin. They love to shoot us down. They love to arrest you for something small and give you 20 years. Right? Go ahead.
And lying rather than to speak righteousness, Selah.
Go ahead.
Thou lovest all devouring words.
That's going back to our points that we brought out earlier. They love all devouring words. They put things on us. We're a cult. We did the thing in New York where with the Muslims did.
Yes.
What's it called?
Right. The Muslims shot up the grocery store, the kosher grocery store.
Right. They tried to blame it on us, and then Bishop Nathaniel showed that we had no part of it. They still, to this day, try to say that the Israelites were the ones that shot up that place. Go ahead.
O thou deceitful tongue,
Uh-huh.
God shall likewise destroy thee forever.
What is their judgment?
God shall likewise destroy thee forever.
Hey, that's what you got coming. Even though you prideful, God says you got destruction coming for thee. Go ahead.
He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living, Selah.
Hey, I can't wait for that.
Hey, destroy thee forever. So, wait a minute. I thought Christ said he didn't come to destroy the law of the prophets.
You gonna learn today.
David was a prophet, right? Is that Psalms written by David? That's David's psalm. So he said that Doeg and his people were going to get rooted out of the land of the living and be destroyed forever.
Cut!
Ain't no changing that. All praise. All right, y'all. That's the righteous rant of the day.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right. I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.